Hey guys, how's it going today? We are going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Houses on Maddening difficulty classic mode. I'm just going to go ahead and load my bookmark here that I had going. So immediately after I went ahead and got my butt kicked by Hanneman for his dumbass crit that he did, I went back in. I did pretty much the exact same thing. Slight alteration, used one different character, I believe, and got it back to the point where I had to do the one hit against Hanneman here. So the only change that I made to the strategy that I used last time, I took out the three over here, easy enough, came over here, found out that actually Hilda and what's his face? Claude will not move unless you are actually within range of them. So there's this one spot here that you can't be caught in along with like the rest of their stuff over here, but you can actually funnel your characters from this spot over into these trees and hide out and take Manuela to come and attack you, and these two still will not move unless you get within their hit radius. So you can take out Manuela really easily and then take out them. However, these guys over here will not move until all of these guys are dead. So if you're having trouble with these guys coming down and kicking your butt, but you can take out these guys and it's only when they're both coming at you together, you can come up over here, come down here, and bring them to chase you, take them out, still have Manuela free, and they won't move. Manuela's kind of a pushover anyway, so if you can get these guys to come down and engage you in these trees, you're good. I had them engaging me over here in this area, and of course Mercedes was up here, so I took her out. Eldegard did get a crit off on Claude when I did fight him, so that was helpful. And I actually did take Dorothea, Ferdinand, and Caspar. Caspar I sacrificed against Dimitri, and had I not sacrificed him, I would have ended up losing Edelgard to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and check here. He's got 51 XP, she's got 70, level 3, 50. I don't think Dorothea can finish him off. Yeah, she only does 1 damage. I'm going to have to give her an Iron Sword. I forgot to actually trade off for one previously, but he can actually do a Tempest Lance to kill Hanneman here.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
Only a fool challenges me.
Yeah, he's not very strong anyway. Intermediate seal.
That's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Damn shit, I only had to sacrifice Casper, who does come back because that reason. Also, I brought Dorothea and left Linhardt just so that way she would be able to heal everybody as well. So Edelgard got...
Good job for actually finishing that area. You finally finished.
Yeah.
This.
Took me 6 tries. After moving, you see a list of possible unit commands, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to enjoy my time not in combat. Like it's going to be such a breather to be running around and just using meta on the rest of these.
Was it? I'm not sure I agree with that.
It was a close call, Edelgard. Shut the fuck up.
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
Yeah, says the person who got their ass kicked.
I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
I thought about bringing
You're always
Bernadetta
ridiculous
because she
as
was able to
always.
hit from far away, but when it
We
came to
only
damage,
managed to
she
win
just didn't
because
put
we
out the
worked
numbers
together.
like anybody else did,
Was it something I said?
even Hubert.
Is it so
You gotta do
odd
what you
me
gotta do
talking
there.
about togetherness?
Huh?
You gotta
If
do what you
so,
gotta
that
do.
perception
if you want
must
to win.
change.
Right.
In fact,
Everybody
I'm
else will be able to
canceling
get their
the
levels in the
festival
next
so we
couple
can discuss
battles.
this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
Damn straight we have. I didn't use Petra. Her crit with the lower health and the fact that she was dealing lower damage to begin with wasn't that helpful to me. Once I actually get her as a Pegasus Knight, that'll probably end up changing a little bit, because she can get somebody chunked down from somebody else and then come in and actually do them. To bond with the students, I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
Like I would do
As
that.
for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special.
Bothers me how much I am like him, and he's a douche.
I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
Oh, act surprised that you suddenly heard her voice when you were hearing
Do
it
you
earlier.
recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
And Enya music is back again.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
We'll just go with dot dot then.
All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Thing is that even with autoplay, they still go really slow in between the different conversation pieces. So I said before I'll have it battle, and then my preparation beforehand. If the battle takes a really long time, it's going to end up like the last one did, where it was just battle, didn't get anything else done, and then this one I finished it off.
Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery.
I actually didn't bother watching through this when I was doing my other playthrough.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
After moving, you will see a list of possible unit commands. To end your unit's action, select wait. To cancel, press the B button. I'm assuming with Maddening difficulty, the only thing that's actually going to end up changing is the combat itself is going to be a whole lot tougher. Otherwise, I don't foresee it being any more detrimental in any of the other aspects as hard was to normal, in the fact that you can only do the combats that you're allowed to based off of your professor rank. And hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. I don't suspect like things will be more expensive or anything like that. It's just that fighting
Our
is going to
students
be
have
more
been
difficult.
learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Not a chance.
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
Damn straight.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you, but I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard
Oh, he
down.
killed him. Wow.
Ever.
That's a way to die.
Alrighty, then we are going to want to get a thief at some point. If anything else, not to just be wasting money constantly on door keys and chest keys. It's Annette's birthday.
Thank you.
Should we celebrate that? I kind of actually do want to see about recruiting Annette. Alright, so all I have the choice to do here is explore. Alright, so we got Iron Sword, Iron Axe for me. I believe your proficiency doesn't necessarily change over time, so I need to be learning Faith. She is Reason, he is Lance. Actually, I should do my goals right now so I don't have to do them later. So let's check on Edelgard. If we do this, she needs to get 3 stars into Reason, and then Heavy Armor, Sword, Axe, and Authority. So I'm going to do Heavy Armor and Reason for her, because I want her to get decent at Reason pretty early. Hubert is Lance, and I'm going to go with Reason. Lance and Reason. Ferdinand is Heavy Armor, Riding, Axe, Lance, and Sword. I'm going to go with Heavy Armor and Riding for him. It's not going to do a ton right now necessarily for the classes that he's able to use, because he's not going to be able to ride anything for a while. But having the Heavy Armor for his weight and everything will be nice either way. I probably won't be keeping Linhart, especially after I get Mercedes on my team, but we'll just go ahead and get his stuff going anyway. He's Reason and Faith, nothing special about him. He's already set to Reason and Faith. Caspar is Axe and Brawl, nothing else special. He's on Axe and Brawl to begin with, so I definitely want to replace Linhart, Caspar, Linhart with Mercedes, Caspar with, I don't know, I'll probably grab Dedu, because he's pretty easy, I'm pretty sure. We got Bernadetta, who has Riding, Lance, and Bow, so she's the ranger type character. Let's go ahead and give her Riding and Bow. We got Dorothea, who is Faith, Reason, and Sword. Let's get her on Faith and Reason right away. Faith and Reason. And then we've got Petra, who is Flying, Axe, Bow, Sword. So we're going to chuck some flying for her, and then she's D+ in Sword. I could get her C really quickly. Let's go ahead and do Sword and Flying. Or do I have at least 2 people doing riding? I do. So Bernadetta and Ferdinand are both set to riding. And then Ferdinand and Edelgard are both set to heavy armor. I'll probably set them up to do like the grass working stuff then. Or the groundskeeping. The one that gives you heavy armor. Alright, so inventory, items. I've got my sword, I've got my axe. See, does anybody not have a vulnerary? Edelgard can go ahead and trade Dorothea a vulnerary. She's low on axe, she's definitely gonna need another one. He's gonna need another iron lance, he's got an iron sword already. Hero's got an iron sword, I got an iron sword, I've got the axe. Actually, let me just give her that axe real quick. I'm not gonna need that. I'm gonna go into some... I don't know. My other character was built to have some bow action going on, so I am brawl and sword. I could definitely brawl. I'm down for that. Brawling and faith. Let me get some fists as soon as possible. And then Petra already has sword. So we'll give her a sword, and why not give her a bow? And then we'll continue teaching her to fly. And then Bernadetta, we might as well just give her a lance since she's also skilled in that. And then she'll just have the bow and the lance to use. Obviously, I'm going to end up recruiting Sylvain right away. I'm not quite sure who he's going to replace just yet. I might actually replace Bernadetta right off the bat because she's very weak. Alright, leading the charge. Geralt, head chef, choir coordinator, and Sedith. Okay, let's do exploring first, and then I'll worry about the missions in a bit. Okay, these don't open yet. That's perfectly fine.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Geralt is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Search for the Tactus Primer in the Captain's Quarters and peruse it to get up to speed, and then I get some mercenaries. So I actually have gambits that I can use, which will be very, very nice, because those are cheap to keep up. And they're pretty decent, especially if you got a little bit in authority. They're a really nice bonus to not getting attacked back while also doing damage.
Oh, Professor. Hello. Truth
Hello.
is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind. And it's not important why. It only matters that it's pale blue. Thank you so much.
Well, I found out who that shirt belongs to.
What?
That shirt that I found, that pale blue shirt.
Yeah.
That I found before, it's actually Dorothea's.
What is it? I'm not doing anything. Hank? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
We'll wind up getting some backstory on Bernadetta later anyway. Do these doors open yet? No. Okay, can't actually enter those. Shamir, what's up?
No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
Oh, come on, Shamir, you know me. We're gonna kick ass together. Green flower seeds. Planting seeds. Ooh, professor level. Love it. Do more of it. Greenhouse. Would you like to do some gardening? Yes. We shall harvest. We got turnip, chickpeas, and I think that said onion. Green flower seeds, mixed herb seeds, western golden seeds. We're gonna do some green flower seeds. Actually, I'm gonna wait to do that because I'm gonna keep looking for more stuff to increase my professor level, and if I can get it up, maybe I can actually plant 2 seeds before I go to the next one.
No.
Hammered pike. Black sand steel. Done fishing. Book to read. I want to make sure that I do not miss anything. Do I have the upstairs to this unlocked yet? I do not. Okay, so we got the fishing guy over here. I'm just going to keep looking around because I might find more fishing bait. I don't want to come back and do more fishing after I've already fished. Hence that right there. So do we have the ability to come down to the shops now? That's neat. And I believe I can sell stuff to these people without them being the specific shop designed for it as well. I think you can sell anything to any shop. Let's just walk this way, check for blue sparklies. Nothing to steal yet from over here.
Hey!
Nothing this way. Hello.
Welcome.
Alright, so we got an armorer here. What do you have? That can ravage armor. Okay,
Will
hang
this
on.
one do? Will this one do?
Let me pick up 2 iron
Many
swords.
thanks. Will this one do?
An iron bow, because I
Many
know
thanks.
I wanted that for somebody, and then I'll pick
Will
up
this
some
one
iron
do?
gauntlets for my own character, because I
Many
do
thanks.
brawling. So,
Come
still got
back
1,000
soon.
gold, and I've done the majority of that.
Welcome.
Actually, we'll probably sell some stuff, right? Do I have anything worth selling? I have an intermediate seal, which I'm not going to sell yet, and I'm going to save waiting on other stuff anyway. Stuff that's in the combo, yeah.
Please come again.
I'm going to be hurting for
So,
money and supplies here for early game, at the very least. If I can manage to get through a lot of combat without needing to smash a lot, that would be ideal. Like Smash and Tempest Lance and everything else. If I can manage to chunk people down without being overwhelmed doing regular hits, that would be my best bet at not breaking all of my weapons and not having money to replace them, because then I'm just dead in the water. We're definitely going to try to smith and repair stuff as much as possible.
What? I just wanted to spar.
You there?
Hello, person. Equally doesn't have anything important for me. Anything on the floor in here? I don't give a shit about Eloise. Hilda's right here.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Are you sure? I thought you'd found...
Alrighty then. Anything in here? I'm connected to the online thing, right?
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Funny. Alrighty then. Right over here. Is there anything to loot in this place where all of the people are having your meals? There's so many just stray cats around the monastery. Do you even notice that? There's the dining hall over there. Let me just check this stuff. Cane crystal, sweet apple blend. I'm not going to be looking up to see what everybody's favorite tea is and stuff like that, and obviously I'm not going to remember a lot of it anyway.
I've got to find out everyone's
From my
likes
last
and
playthrough.
dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
I like sweet food.
Same. I'll definitely remember that.
Okay, so I have the option to
I've gotta
recruit her
find-
actually.
Huh? I'm not...
Magic and Faith, which I'm going to excel in anyway, so I'll be able to pick her up eventually. She wasn't amazing when she was on my team, but she was still decent. Who's up here? Petra.
Greetings. Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
The heat.
But you are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be...
I don't care that my character's wearing heavy clothing. It's not my choice that she looks like that.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Actually, what is this Cecilia
Well,
one?
yes, I'm actually...
Magic and Faith. So I can recruit Lysithea and Annette at equivalent. Unless they have different levels they require. Game. So checked everything in here, might as well just go ahead and talk to the people
Would
for
you
quests.
kindly do something for me?
Alright.
Hello
Now we'll go ahead and run up here. This is the officer's place in here. Nothing to loot. Ash is in here. Nothing to grab. I need to make sure that I go to the library every single time that I have available because you can pick up books that teach you tons of crap.
For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that they're mentally prepared. As for me, do I look green to you? Is there anything else you wish to ask me about? Regarding spending your time at the monastery? Or battles?
I fully accept the necessity of real battle from time to time, but it is still a surprise to be tasked with punishing bandits without warning. It is a rather different sort of mission. It makes me wonder what the Archbishop is planning.
Well, we know Hubert's not an idiot. Even if he does have a weird name and a weird face.
That reminds me.
And it isn't that strong. So we got the training grounds, Dimitri and Claude over there. Spotting to do apparently as well. Nothing to grab up here. Hey to do.
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
Okay.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
He wants to fight me. Fucking god tier character. Of course, Felix is in here. And Casper. Ingrid's here too. You guys got any swords laying around? Nope. Hey, Casper.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Hey,
For
Felix.
years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else, so let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out. Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday.
Speed and sword. Got it. So you increase speed and sword for my character. Right, where haven't I visited yet then? Toward the dining hall. Thomas is the person I need to talk to. Alois I ignored. Let's head up to the library. Linhart's up there. Might as well talk to him since he's on my team. Collecting cookbooks. Report to the head chef. It's got Ignaz, who's part of the Golden Deers. It's Cookie's team.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Alright, anything at the end of the hall? Nope. I want to make sure I search every inch of this place, because if I wind up not getting enough Professor XP to get an extra point of something and I don't end up training up that one skill just quite enough to get somebody and that I'm dire need for, it's gonna be bad. I just want to maximize everything.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Look, I'm just looking to steal some shit. Is there anything I can use in here?
Thanks for your help.
Alright, now I have some battalions, which is nice.
What?
First floor, I might as well go talk to Lady Rhea. Nothing in the sides or anything to pick up.
Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? You seem to be getting along well with the students. I would advise I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Really?
I know at one point there was something I can grab in this room, but it must not be right now. Alrighty then, let's go to the reception hall and then head up to the cathedral.
Hello.
Anything behind me to grab? Nope.
I was thinking...
Alright, where's Sylvain? Let me recruit you, boy.
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? Hey, Professor. Pretty great timing. I want to ask you something. I'd like to be in your class, if that's possible. I've been thinking, maybe I ought to get serious about studying. Wow, very decisive.
Rex, got
I
something.
like it.
Yeah,
I'll be there on
that
time and in the
quick.
front row and everything. You'll never have a better student.
I told you Sylvain's like easy to recruit. It's ridiculous. Fucking playboy.
I gotta figure out who I'm gonna swap him out with immediately and not ever use.
A moment, please.
What?
You telling me a moment, please, for? Fuck off.
Yeah, Linhart. Linhart. Let's get rid of Linhart right now.
I could, yeah, but I still need Mercedes.
I know you do.
Well, I ran the wrong way. I wanted to go up to the cathedral. Blah. Head back over here and turn around. Go back this way. This is where I want to go. Go that way. It's Cyril's right there. Hey, Ferdinand.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. Alright, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhart's father. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future. There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Hearing him talk about how he's going to be the Prime Minister of the Empire and stuff like that just makes me want to let him die.
Who?
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand?
He's been a decent fighter though, so I can't get rid of him just yet.
Here's Boo! Hi. Here's
The little girl is rude. Is there anything down there? Anything to loot? the sides.
I
Choir
have a favor
coordinator
to
talk to.
ask.
Professor!
Learn more about students who like to sing.
The cathedral is nice and quiet.
Oh,
It's so relaxing.
cool. Why are you
Oh,
Professor,
Flame is over there.
did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall... Oh, you want me... I'm already having so much fun in my curry.
Magic and bow. Interesting.
There's something else. It is the duty of... Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? You don't sound terribly sure.
Funny.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macula.
Saint Sapline. Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to ask of you.
Leather shield, steel sword, root vegetables. Collect information. Got it. I can't upgrade these yet. But I'm probably going to go pretty even between them just for balance. Just need magic and bow from Mercedes. She was just my magic user. Let's report to the head chef.
You're a lifesaver.
Alright, I don't want to make any food yet, but we got that ready to go. Go to the Western Church. Go to the dormitory, first floor. Acquire sign-up sheet. Go to the Officers Academy.
Okay? Okay.
It was down here. There we go.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Dissidents Intel. And I have to turn both these in at the cathedral.
My savior, thank you.
Can you stop? What are you doing?
Right.
Come on, Professor leveled up. I need to hit D rank.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Not that I can throw a huge fit about not getting it on the first try, but it would be appreciated. Okay, so I currently have no quests, correct? Good. Alright. So, we have a few different things that we can do. We have fishing, which I definitely want to get done. Then we've got cooking and the greenhouse. I want to make sure that my characters are at maximum motivation if I can get them there, so that we can level them up. I'm pretty sure I can only do 2 at a time, so I'm not too concerned about having their motivation max now, especially considering they're going to gain motivation on my way to the next time I'm going to be able to train them. I'll take a large blue. Caledonian Gar. And of course I can sell the fish that I don't plan on actually making into food. Nice. Perfect. Queen Loach. Herring bait is a 5-star, so we're not going to accept less than a gold. If it's red, we're going to go ahead and let it go and see if we can get a gold instead. Definitely not taking a blue. Come on. Gold, gold, gold. No, I was going to take that one anyway, but whatever. And we're stuck with blue. That's alright. We'll get plenty of fish bait later. Get another Caledonian Gar. Alright, still have a lot of XP that I need to go ahead and use up. I don't think collecting flowers is actually going to increase my XP. Let's head into here and do today's special. Edelgard is already up. Can increase the people that I want to give more skills to.
Do you want to come fight him with me?
Why not? Let's do Sylvain. I don't really want to do Linhardt because I don't want to level Linhardt.
I was waiting for you.
We'll grab Ferdinand because Ferdinand, there's a chance I'll actually end up keeping him.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite. Delicious. After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Alright, so do that with them. 200 for that. We'll go ahead and do the choir as well, because my character needs faith and magic, plus I can get Mercedes to like me. Because this will increase my faith, but then it will also give me motivation for more faithful characters. Alright, so Ferdinand and Dorothy are already ready to go. I could have Casper, Linhardt, Petra. I'll probably end up keeping Petra. Just because she's more than likely going to end up being better than Ingrid was.
So let's see.
Even though I don't necessarily... Actually, is she a faith
I was right.
character? Support with Ben, non-existent. Support with Ben, support with Petra. Okay. Let's take Petra and Mercedes. I don't really need the faith on anybody right now, so I'll just go for the
Learning these things gives me great difficult.
support with Mercedes, because I want to replace Linhardt as soon as possible. She's magic and bow, so if I can train a little bit with bow as well, I'll be happy about that.
Like this is a skill because it's different. It's not 3 stars.
That only give me 100 versus food was 200.
Fire's 2.
I don't know if there's a limit to how much you're allowed to grab, like, here and there, but... Let's go to the greenhouse, and then I don't think there's anything else for me to do. I should be able to reach D-level Professor after the next fight. Okay, plant. We'll go with green flower seeds. I can only plant 1.
You remember when I sent you
those
a picture of
cultivate.
Xenoverse way back then? I was like,
Let's
I don't
pour some
want this
air
much
into water,
green
just because it's always better to cultivate maximum. Be a little bit of fun stuff.
Yeah, he's weak to
Professor,
ice.
excuse me.
I regret that
What does
shit.
she want? Magic and writing. I'm not going to train myself in writing, which would be unfortunate.
I just need you to join me.
So I don't think I need anything else. I just want to check to see... Oh no, there isn't anything worth selling. There aren't any people that take that. Alright, let's go ahead and end this free time then. Do our training.
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here? Well, I can tell you how it works based on what I've heard from other professors.
Yes, know how to lecture. Alright, let's edit goals for Sylvain right away, because he's definitely reason and writing. We could have him be like a magical writing person. That would be kind of neat. Let's go reason and writing. I didn't do writing for him on the last one. Reason, writing. That'd be good. Alright, so now we can instruct 3 people. I definitely want to do Sylvain. Let's go instruct.
Chase, whatever you do not use the shot.
Let's see, Dorothea. Does she have any... I want to get her faith up.
No. I mean, like, make sure your cat doesn't have that flash bomb thing.
Ferdinand is heavy armor. And then Edelgard is reason. So all of these 4 that I currently have green right now are people that I want to get up to 3 stars in something, so that way I can start exceeding at it. Let's see, so Dorothea is faith. Ferdinand is heavy armor. And Edelgard is reason. Let's definitely get Sylvain training in some reason.
Wow.
As long as I get 1 perfect, I'll be happy. Damn it. I wanted a perfect. Because you can train way faster with that. So he's heavy armor, she's reason, and she is faith. I want to get her faith up.
I appreciate.
The amount of XP I'm gaining right now doesn't matter because every 4 times I get a star. So as long as the first 3 times that I train, I can get stars off of people, that'll be great. And if I get my professor level up off of the next one, then I should be able to train 4 people even more. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up keeping Casper, Bernadetta. I'll probably keep Petra, but she's not main right now. Hubert is probably going to end up being replaced by Felix, because Felix is so OP. And then you are Reason, and Ferdinand is heavy armor. Let's go with Edelgard. That way she can get her magic up and start training that better really quickly.
I'm improved.
Okay, I didn't get any perfects off of anybody, which is unfortunate. I have a feeling it's based off of luck and other stuff anyway. So we'll do groups. Want to do stable data or weeding? Hang on, let's go to goals. So Edelgard and Ferdinand are both set to heavy armor. Sylvain, Ferdinand, and Bernadetta are both set to riding. Are all set to riding. Let's do weeding for Edelgard and Ferdinand. Expected result, 1 star. Alright, we'll do that and we'll begin lecture.
May I ask?
I am an avid arms collector. Since coming to live here, however, I have had much more trouble finding new items for my collection. Any ideas where I might find some uncommon weapons? Ask the Knights to show you some weapons.
I have 2 great Gyros and 1 Zidane on hold right now.
Ask the Knights to show you some weapons. Ask a blacksmith to teach you how to craft your own. Ask the Knights.
I am not sure that is...
Well, fuck off then. Right, 200 left. Alright, at
Our
the event.
professor is certainly adventurous, but I wonder what the point was of putting us on the same team.
What? You think teaming up with me is a bad idea?
Yes. Results or no results, this is far from a great idea.
She just
What a
doesn't like
splendid
Sylvain.
result.
Or no, Ferdinand
I am
did.
rather proud of myself, I must...
Is that so? In any case, I think it's time for a break.
I got a perfect on it. The fuck are they complaining about? Alright, Edelgard's reason increased.
Okay, stop running and walking around. I see you in my cutscene. He's
I'm
here.
getting closer.
Sylvain's reason
Got it.
increased.
Good to go.
Increased. Perfect.
Follow me.
That'll be great, because they're both going to be trained in reason. Whose birthday is it?
Let's see.
Raphael's
Yeah,
birthday.
around here.
Oh, I don't care.
Jumps out.
Alright, we don't have an option for anything other than battle. I don't have any supports, inventory, roster, nothing like that. So, let's head off to battle.